Hey everyone, it's Nikki, your friendly digital nomad slash solo traveler, um, talking about the three things that I learned when I was solo traveling, or since I've been solo traveling. And first of all, I think people don't realize how much you learn about yourself when you're traveling solo. I learned so much about me and about what I could do and about what I wanted. You know, you don't have other people there saying, oh, I want to go do this, I want to go here, I want to walk here, I want to do that. You don't have that. So you have to make a decision on what you're going to do. So you get to learn more and more about what you like, what you don't like, what feels good, what doesn't feel good. And it's okay to sit in a coffee shop half the day or go to a park and sit there and not spend hours in the Louvre or go to the London Eye if you don't want to. Like, you don't have to do the touristy things. But I learned a lot about myself in that time. Well, I'm still doing it, but during this time when I'm solo traveling, it's just an amazing experience, and one that, you know, we talk a lot about travel, and I think people get scared about traveling solo, but again, you learn so much. I can't even describe it until you do it, honestly. I'm not doing it justice. But you just learn a lot about yourself for sure. What you can and can't do is huge. I think the second thing I got from it was confidence. I mean, I realized I can be in a scary situation and I can get out of it. I can problem solve. I can figure it out. People always talk about, you know, oh my gosh, but what if this happens? What if that happens? You figure it out and you're fine. You talk to people around you, you communicate, you find other options. You know, it really, really makes you realize that you're resilient and you can do so many hard things, you know, or scary things or things that you didn't think you could do before. So solo travel is huge on that because all you got is you. You can't rely on anyone else, really. So I feel like that was huge for me, a lot of confidence that I gained from solo travel. I think the other thing I learned or got from it, I guess I could say, is putting myself out there more and like talking to other people. Because if you're solo traveling, especially if you're doing it for a long time, and you're lonely, you need to go talk to people, right? Nobody's gonna, well, maybe not, nobody's gonna come up to you, but you can't rely on like your partner or your friend to fill that void. Nobody's with you. So you kind of have to make conversations with people. And I think I'm a relatively outgoing, I always say I'm an extroverted introvert because I like to talk to people, but I'm not the first one to go up and say hi to random people that I don't know. And I think when I travel by myself, I tend to do that more, especially if I hear someone speaking English or there's someone around me, or it could be a couple, you know? I mean, I remember one time I was taking a train. Where was I going? From Nice to Italy, I think I was going somewhere in Italy. And there were like two seats on one side of the train and then one seat on the other. And I had like a two-seater and I was sitting by the window right by so I could watch the Mediterranean Sea. It was beautiful. But anyway, there was a couple that was sitting next to me and I said, oh, do you want to move so that you can sit next to your husband? Because the woman was sitting next to me. She goes, no, I want to talk to you. And it was wonderful. We talked the entire ride, the entire train ride. It was so much fun. So, but you have to kind of put yourself out there and talk to people and get to know people when you're all alone, or you're going to feel really lonely. Again, depending on how long you're going. You know, when you're going for months at a time, you get lonely and you want to spend time with people. I've also, when I was in Paris for a month, I joined a writing group and we would go, it was actually called Shut Up and Write. And you can go and you talk at the beginning and you introduce yourself, you talk about what you're writing, and then you shut up and write for like 45 minutes. Then they take a break and then you talk again for a little bit and then write again for another 45 minutes. One of my clients ended up telling me about this a few years back. And I just loved it because I met these specifically two women, one from Scotland, one from Paris, and we just hit it off and would talk every week. And it was just great just to learn more about their culture, you know, their experiences, how they view Americans. Like I find that fascinating. I always ask people, what do you think about Americans? And then usually I've been on trips before with other, like tours with other solo travelers. And usually we're all asking each other like that. Like, what do you think of New Zealanders? What does everybody think about, you know, people from South Korea? And what's your view? It's really interesting to connect with other people. And I wouldn't do that if I was with somebody else. I'd be talking to the person I'm with. So, You know, those are three, I think, amazing things that I gained from solo travel. So I hope that this gives you a little bit of excitement to maybe do your own solo travel, and wanted to let you guys know that I do coaching for people who want, I coach for a lot of reasons, but I also coach for solo travel. And I've got a group coming up where we're going to focus on planning your trip, your next trip, or when you want to go solo travel, and kind of go through all those worries, all these fears, budget concerns, all of those things, how to plan. And we'll do that together over a 12-week period. And I also do one-on-one coaching. So if you feel like it, reach out, or keep on watching my content. I appreciate that too. And I want to do this because I really hope that you'll take that leap and you'll go travel and do something, because again, it's so much more than just seeing a place. It is really a journey into your soul, a journey into your psyche. It is an amazing experience, and anyone who's traveled solo will tell you that. So I hope you can join along. You have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.